Like I told you, there's more pages, more fun in the Woman's World, November 15th, 2021. I think the reason they chocked it full with so much information is it's Paula Dean's Down Home Thanksgiving. Yes, with a 12-page pullout packed with Paula's recipes and secret tips, but also you could lose 2 pounds a day without dieting, 63% stronger virus defense, works better than Xanax, and you can feast for less. Yes, the holiday freebies that save $100. And we're going to start with the inside of the page like we always do. Okay, let's find the very first day affected here, which looks like it would be the 15th of Monday. It's National Bunt Pan Day. So make your bunt pancakes, basically. They say more than what I do, but I'm just giving you a tidbit of fun and news. On November 16th, which is a Tuesday, it's National Button Day. They have a really cool idea here with making a candle holder and a button cup to read more, pick up the magazine. On the 17th, which is a Wednesday, it's National Take a Hike Day. Yep, so go outside and explore. On the 18th, it's Apple Cider Day, so raise a glass to fall. And then on the 20th, it's a beautiful day. So you're supposed to seek out joy in your life, basically. Joke of the week. I wish my bank account refilled as fast as my laundry basket does. Start your week with a laugh. We have a fortune teller talking to a turkey where fortunes are told. And it says, avoid all Thanksgiving dinner invitations. Here's a question. What kind of music did the Pilgrims listen to? Music and pilgrims. Well, of course, Plymouth Rock. Okay, then we have a bunch of people in a boardroom setting where they're looking at the sale of skinny jeans, and they point to the highest amount where it's the greatest, and then it says, here's Thanksgiving. So there's this great big drop-off. Really great moment there. Okay, moving forward. Okay, we're going to read this story here. And probably one more story after that. And then I'm going to take a time out. And I'll see you later because I've got to get a shower and do a little bit more housework stuff before I take Grandpa to get his second booster. The power of love. Couponing has helped us feed hundreds of hungry families. And I'm going to read you the captions first, and then I'm going to read the story. It does my heart good to be able to help so many people, says Nicole, who founded with God's grace to feed families in need. Along with Mobile Pantry, Nicole now is a standalone store offering free food. In 2020, 3.8 million pounds of food was given away. With God's grace, also does an annual toy drive. People get as much as they need. Once Nicole turned away from a food pantry, Nicole Atkins never forgot how it felt to go hungry. So when the pastor asked if she could use couponing skills that she learned through her hard times to help feed 50 families one Thanksgiving, she not only happily met that goal, but has gone on to provide millions of pounds of food to thousands of people in need. Nicole Atkins listened in stunned belief to the Dayton, Ohio pantry caseworker. I'm sorry, you don't qualify, the woman told her. Nicole was a young woman of 3 and going through the divorce at the time. Her paycheck barely covered rent and utilities. There was no money left for food. You have a practically new minivan, the caseworker noted. We have to consider an asset. But it's in default, protested Nicole. It's going to be repossessed any day. The caseworker wouldn't relent, so Nicole went home and maxed out her credit card to buy food for the kids and enough for her to eat a small meal once every third day. Still, she refused to give up on hope. We will survive this, Nicole promised herself. She got a job selling and repairing vacuums to stretch her small salary. She clipped and traded discount coupons. That'll be $6.97, the register clerk shook her head in amazement as she packaged 8 bags of bulging with meat, produce, and non-perishables. Slowly, Nicole pulled herself back up, eventually opening her own vacuum shop. Even so, she continued her money-saving practices and even began teaching others about extreme couponing. Hosting weekly meetings around her kitchen table. One November Sunday in 2015, after church services, Nicole's pastor pulled her aside. We have 50 families counting on us for Thanksgiving dinner, but the pantry is literally bare, the minister explained. I heard about your couponing and wondered if you'd like to help out. Remembering how it felt to go hungry, Nicole doesn't hesitate. Certainly I'll help. Paying it forward, Nicole rounded up her couponing cutting group and using their skills spent $60 on 50 Thanksgiving dinners with all the trimmings and gave each recipient 2 boxes of non-perishable to boot. Inspired, they hosted a Christmas dinner with so much extra food that they were setting up tables to her shop to give away the rest, and even got a pizza for the kids. Nicole's heart nearly broke when she heard a little girl whisper to her mom that she should have some pizza, too. Neither of them had eaten in days. Nicole told her group, "We need to keep this up year-round." Filling bellies. The group collected with coupons, and soon, with God's grace, as Nicole came to her mission, was setting up weekly in front of the churches and other locations. An early regular, Samantha, who had left her job to care for her sick mother. "You were always welcome here," Nicole assured her, and after 3 years of patronage, one day Samantha returned with a sizable donation, part of her mom's life insurance. "You gave my mom and me precious time to spend together," Samantha said. Another time, Nicole flagged down a passing woman who just looked desperate. "My boyfriend just dumped me. I have no job, no money, no food for rent." "We can take care of the food as long as you need," Nicole promised her and offered her a cell phone number in case you need to talk. Slowly, the woman named Elizabeth put her life back together, confessed to Nicole, "I never told you the day you stopped me I was going to kill myself." With God's grace, she still uses coupons to turn every donated dollar into many meals. And an area hardware and real estate company donated a refrigerator truck, and every week it fills up with healthy meats, fruits, and veggies and travels to 11 locations. They now have a standalone store. In 2020, with God's grace, distributed 3.8 million pounds of food, and this year, Nicole, over 1,500 volunteers are on track to give away even more. "No one deserves to go hungry," says Nicole, and with a little help and God's grace, they don't have to. The author, Bill Holton. 3 ways to help fill bellies and hearts this Thanksgiving. Number 1, give of your time. 78% of families say volunteering helps them bond. Reap those benefits by going to OperationTurkey.com, click on quote-unquote get involved, then click on volunteer to sign up to prepare meals for people in need on Thanksgiving Day. 2, host a food drive. Go to feedingamerica.org. Click on Take Action, then start a fundraiser to host a virtual food drive to provide meals for the hungry. Spread more love by typing Thanksgiving in the search bar to digitally sign a card for those picking up food. 3, go for a walk. Many cities across the U.S. host a turkey trot each Thanksgiving, with the proceeds benefiting the local food banks that supply hot meals to the needy. Simply visit active.com and type in turkey trot to find one in your area. Okay. And the last thing I'm going to share with you before I get my day going is easy ways to ward off the winter blues. As much as we look forward to holidays, 75% of us feel more meh than merry these days. Blame reduced sun exposure in fall and winter, which slowly the brain production of mood-steadying serotonin. Luckily, you can breeze through shorter days with even higher spirits and stamina strong by upping your serotonin stores now. The Right Now RX. Fold your grandma's quilt or straighten the photos on your fridge. Doing so boosts joy impressive by 55% in just 5 minutes. That's the word from UCLA scientists who say that giving these things we treasure just a little TLC prompts the serotonin release. And that's Sonic. Greet the new day. Heading out for a 20-minute morning stroll can prevent and treat winter blues effectively as antidepressants, Cornell University investigators report, and their studies show that combining morning light exposure with gentle motion resets your biological clock, boosting serotonin production for up to 16 hours per stroll. The tip? Leave your ball cap at home. When the sun rays hit your eyes, the retina, they heighten the serotonin by 25%. Savor banana bread or nosh on apple cobbler. Enjoying 2 cups of fruit daily lifts your spirits in 72 hours. Plus, it cuts the risk of winter blues by 60%, suggests research in the Journal of BMC Psychiatry. Study of co-author Dan O'Leary, PhD, explains that fruit compounds the phenolics switch on the brain enzymes that produce serotonin. Try Spice this way. Taking 1,000 milligrams of BCM 95, a potent turmeric extract, prevents even severe seasonal affective disorder, as well as Prozac, suggests a study in the Journal of Affective Disorders. It helps brain nerves soak up and use serotonin. Try Terry Naturally Cura Med Superior Absorption Curcumin at walmart.com. Relax with a book. British scientists say ending the day with a 30-minute book session boosts serotonin production by 37%. This cuts the risk of blue moods in half and helps you feel 68% happier in 24 hours if you're blue. Reading tamps down the stress hormone cortisol, allowing serotonin levels to soar. Author Brenda Kearns. Okay, so we are halfway through this magazine. We're going to take a time out. We'll come back to it later tonight, where we are going to dig deep, and hopefully Sonic will settle down. And talk to y'all later. Thank you for tuning in.